What if I told you that when the greatest basketball player of all time retired, he didn't just leave behind a legacy, but possibly something darker and more sinister? Since the GOAT's departure in 1998, the Chicago Bulls have struggled to regain championship glory, leading some to believe that when Michael Jordan left, he placed a curse on the team.
I don't see why.
Every time the Bulls are looking good and discussed in the championship conversation, something or someone seems to strike down a star player, mainly a point guard. I know this sounds absolutely insane, right? But is this a coincidence or not? Sports have long been haunted by infamous superstitions and legendary curses. Remember the Madden curse, where NFL stars would have fall-off years or major injuries the season following their cover appearance? Then the curse of the Bambino, when the Red Sox traded Babe Ruth to the Yankees, only to endure 86 years of heartbreak. Or Bobby Lane and the Detroit Lions. After leading the team to 3 titles, Lane was traded to the Steelers, a move that left him furious. Rumor has it that he cursed the Lions, vowing they wouldn't win for 50 years.
And the curse was born.
To this day, good luck finding a Lions fan who doesn't believe they've been cursed. Last year, the 49ers rallied by scoring 27 straight points to keep the Lions out of the Super Bowl. But no city knows curses quite like Chicago, the Blackhawks with the curse of Muldoon, the White Sox, forever plagued by the Black Sox scandal.
8 White Sox players were later accused of conspiring with gamblers to throw the World Series.
And then there's Soldier Field, where some believe canceling the Honey Bears cheerleaders doomed the Bears. In Chicago, curses aren't just stories or myths, they're history, woven into Cubs fans' DNA as they lived through 108 years of heartbreak, thanks to the infamous Billy Goat curse. A curse so powerful, it had even most rational fans feeling a little superstitious.
Kick him out of here. You kick him out of here. I don't care if he has a ticket. You get out of here. Go Redhead.
And now, many can't help but wonder, is there a new curse hanging over the city's beloved Bulls? But this time, it's not a type of goat to blame, but from the GOAT himself, Michael Jordan, casting a shadow so large, the team can't escape. Or could it be Jerry Krause, the mastermind general manager who built the Bulls dynasty, only to become the villain and the ultimate scapegoat for tearing it all apart after their 6th championship and 2nd three-peat, all in the name of the future? Or does the curse stem from a bitter Utah Jazz fan forever haunted by the controversial push-off in the 1998 finals, refusing to let it go? Whoever or whatever it is, one question remains. Are the Chicago Bulls cursed? Join me as we dive deep into the mysteries of the post-Jordan era, dissecting the events that followed and asking the ultimate question. Is it just a string of unfortunate bad luck, or is there something far more intentional and evil at play, dooming the Bulls' hopes for a return to glory? Are curses real? Maybe not, but why have they always been such an obsession in sports? Why do fans, and even entire cities, start connecting random events, attributing bad luck or human error to something far more mysterious?
Fumble the ball, and Denver has recovered. Oh my!
According to psychologist Dr. Chris Mazzarella, there's a psychology behind it.
But most people participate in superstitious behavior when facing uncertainty, stress, and anxiety as a means of controlling good or bad luck.
But try explaining that to a city like Chicago, where the heartbreak has been so intense, the bad luck so relentless, that rational thinking doesn't stand a chance. It's no wonder the idea of a curse starts to almost feel necessary. It's undeniable. The Chicago Bulls ruled the NBA in the 90s. Bulls GM Jerry Krause built a team that became unbeatable. His first bold move was hiring Phil Jackson, a coach with 0 head coaching experience who became arguably the greatest of all time. He drafted incredible core pieces around Michael Jordan, like Scottie Pippen, Tony Kukoc, and Horace Grant, then traded for key pieces like Bill Cartwright, Dennis Rodman, and Luke Longley. These moves helped the Chicago Bulls rule the 90s by winning 6 championships in a span of 8 years, including 2 three-peats. They were untouchable, a dynasty built for the ages. But just as it seemed like there was more history to write, the empire began to crumble. And at the heart of that collapse, Jerry Krause, the once considered mastermind, became public enemy number 1 in the eyes of the players, the city of Chicago, and Coach Phil Jackson. His strained relationship set the stage for the unexpected fall of one of the greatest dynasties in sports history. In The Last Dance, the 2020 ESPN documentary, Phil Jackson was told by Jerry Krause before the 1997-1998 season that it didn't matter if he won all 82 games and a title, his days were over in Chicago. This bold move sent shockwaves through the team, especially to Michael Jordan, who was fiercely loyal to Jackson. Jordan made it clear he wouldn't play for any other coach. To make matters even worse, Krause tried taking all the credit for the Bulls' success by saying that players and coaches don't win championships, but the organizations do. It put a target on his back. After the Bulls won their 6th championship, Phil Jackson left.
My position as coach, position that's this year terminated.
The working relationship between Jerry Krause and myself has deteriorated.
And MJ announced his retirement soon after.
I am here to announce my retirement from the game of basketball.
Michael Jordan has always said he'll leave basketball while he's still on top.
Then, the team core exploded after that. The once dominant Bulls fell into years of mediocrity, not even having a single winning season until 2004-2005. To this day, they haven't come close to another championship. If it's true that organizations win championships, as Krause claimed, it's shown the Bulls organization isn't much of one. Did Michael Jordan have everything to do with a curse being placed on the team? MJ, arguably the greatest basketball player of all time, lived and breathed winning. But one thing we've learned over the years, he's not someone you want to cross.
Don't even try it.
Mike, come on, man. They can't be for real. You haven't got me yet.
Oh, he did it! Oh, Michael shakes the finger, but he finally got his dunk on Mount Matumbo.
Jordan's vindictive hunger for vengeance ensures he's the one with the last laugh. Whether it was with his recent feud with Scottie Pippen, slapping his players, or bullying Kwame Brown to tears, among many others, it's safe to say that he hasn't always dealt with his grudges in the politest of ways. So, after 25 years of Bulls misfortune, you have to wonder, could this be his ultimate revenge? A lasting slap left in the face of the franchise that questioned his contributions and legacy? The so-called Jordan curse dates back to 1999, when the Bulls began drafting top-tier talent only to see them thrive elsewhere. Elton Brand, drafted first overall in '99, became an all-star after leaving Chicago. Tyson Chandler, the number 2 pick they traded Brand for, was quickly tossed away, but went on to win Defensive Player of the Year and a championship with other teams. In 2006, the Bulls drafted LaMarcus Aldridge, only to trade him away, watching him become a 7-time All-Star. Ron Artest was also drafted by the Bulls, and despite sometimes being driven to the brink of insanity, he still found a way to contribute to a Lakers championship. Time after time, the Bulls had future stars, but couldn't capitalize on their potential. I know what you're thinking. Draft picks are iffy. You never really know what you're getting. It's like picking Ryan Leaf over Peyton Manning, or taking Greg Oden before Kevin Durant, or taking Mitchell Trubisky and leaving Patrick Mahomes on the board. There's no exact science to predicting a player's career success. If that doesn't make you believe that there's a new curse in Chicago, I get it. But the worst is yet to come. Since Michael Jordan left, the point guard position has become one of the most dangerous jobs in the city. Jay Williams, the Bulls' 2nd overall pick in 2002, had his career cut short after a life-threatening motorcycle accident. In 2008, the Bulls drafted Derrick Rose, who quickly became a superstar, winning Rookie of the Year, youngest MVP ever, while leading the Bulls to the Eastern Conference Finals. That's when MJ's curse stopped them in their tracks, when they lost to the LeBron-led Miami Heat, a player motivated by comparisons to Michael Jordan. The following year, things got even worse. In the first game of the 2011-2012 playoffs, Rose tore his ACL. Game 3, Joakim Noah hurt his ankle.
Watch right there on his foot. On his foot, yeah.
And the first seed Bulls got upset by the 8th seed 76ers.
76ers are going to the 2nd round.
In the next year, the Bulls made it back to the playoffs. Derrick Rose has still not made his recovery. Joakim Noah played through severe plantar fasciitis. Luol Deng needed a spinal tap, Kirk Heinrich had a bruised calf, and flu struck the remainder of the team, leaving Nate Robinson throwing up on the bench. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. That just doesn't happen all at once, especially not in the playoffs. Not on its own, at least. Most recently, 2022, the Bulls built another promising squad with Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, and Lonzo Ball. starting the season with a 27-13 record. But once again, the curse appeared and Lonzo suffered a knee injury that has kept him out for over 2 seasons. In the offseason, that once promising team lost big pieces when DeMar DeRozan departed for the Kings and Alex Caruso was traded to the Thunder. One thing is for sure, none of this can be easily explained. There's been 25 years of misfortune, and the evidence is continuing to stack up, making it very hard to ignore that it might be possible the ghost of the GOAT haunts the halls of Chicago.
Well, maybe. You're just making excuses.
Let me know what you think. Is it a dark force? Is it Michael Jordan? Who or what might have caused these series of woes for the Bulls?